a very complex topic, which is why you offer the Women in Leadership at Gibbs as part of your program, which I have, been very privileged to present on. Thank you very much. But there was one session where a financial services company brought their technology department, and it's mainly women. But one of the senior managers said, I have been coming and standing in front of a class for a long time. Every time we invite you to come to us when we're back in the office, not one African woman has ever. What did you think about that? We get into classrooms, we're improving ourselves, we get back into the workplace, we find situations difficult, and yet we don't go through the door that has been opened to say, we have diversity challenges, but if you want to come to me. Why are particularly African women, from your experience, not taking on that opportunity?
So there's three parts to that. One is, I want to call it the colonial, apartheid, patriarchal mindsets that with which we've been raised. The belief that as a woman, you can't do, you can't be. There's a barrier. And so you have to, and coming to my class is only the catalyst, because I can't change and shift your behavior, whether it's 3 days, it's a year. You're going to have to work on this very, Malcolm Gladwell speaks beautifully about 10,000 hours of practice. And you're going to have this narrative playing out in your head. You're going to see it every day in your workplace. You're going to see it in society. And so how you actually start to embrace this on a daily basis is how the change will start to happen. So it erodes confidence. I may instill in you this agency and urgency when you're in the presence of all these other women in the class. I'm giving you tools and techniques, but the first place is you've got to hold the mirror to yourself.
And that's where I come in with my personal leadership.
Absolutely. And the other thing is, let's make no bones about it. In this last week, the Employment Equity Report was released. 70% of the senior roles in our country is still held by white men.
25 years on.
70%. Yeah. And so while we are making progress, there's not enough headwinds.
Yeah.
And so when you're back in the workplace, this is what I encourage women to do. To not roll over and die. If you have to build your resilience, because the first thing is going to, the rules are there. This is how we do it here. But the rules were created over the previous industrial revolutions for a particular kind of person in the workforce. Truthfully today, how many women are sole major breadwinners in their home, as opposed to previously in the previous industrial revolutions where men were the primary or sole breadwinners. Yeah. So those things have shifted, but the rules of the game have not. Yeah. And it's that is so important, that we've got, and that's what I teach the women. It's not about, I'm not teaching you to go and, burning our bras. That was for a different time. The suffragette movement was a different time. Our battle is a different battle. But we have the confidence, we're smart. Look at 60% women coming out of university, graduates coming out of university are women. So we've got that critical mass. What happens as we go up the ladder? We get stuck in the belly. And this is where I usually say, it's like middle age, we go this around.
And then it's difficult.
And then it's hard to shift. Absolutely. So I say, look, we're going to have to, we can only shift this dial if we keep at it. We didn't get to 1994 without resilience and keeping at it.
Yeah. The resistance goes on.